Well, divorce is tough, especially when it involves children. There are some changes in family law court that means one parent could get sole decision-making authority. So you want to make sure you know what that means for you and your kids. Mitchell Reichman, he is here with the family law. He is a family law attorney and a partner at Jaburg Wilk, and he's here really to talk about those very important changes that you really need to know about. Now, these changes happened just recently. I think you said back in March, right?
That's exactly correct.
Okay, so what does this mean for families?
Well, let's put it into context.
Okay.
Previously, if parents who were awarded joint legal decision-making, what used to be called joint legal custody, reached an impasse as to a decision, they could petition the court and have a hearing and present information, and a judge would make that decision based on what the judge felt was in the child's best interests.
And now?
Now what changed as of March is our Arizona Court of Appeals decided that the court has no authority to make legal decisions concerning a child's life. The role of the court is not to make decisions in place of the parents, but to empower a parent to make the decision.
Okay, so what this means for parents, and we're talking, this is, post-divorce, custody's already been issued, this is decision-making, but what's fascinating about this is that it's literally based on, or could be based on categories.
Yes, and it's good that you brought that up so people have a good understanding. Judges don't make narrow grants of authority to just make a school choice or just decide if your child's going to have Adderall or have therapy. Judges grant authority in categories: education, medical care, mental health care. And so when a judge empowers a parent to make a decision in a category, they get to make all decisions that fall within that category, not just the narrow issue that the parents have a dispute about that causes them to come to court.
So some parents might be sitting at home going, oh, okay, well, if I'm given a category, can I just be given one category? My ex-spouse be given another category? Can categories be something that's joint decision-making possibilities?
Those are all theoretically possible.
Okay.
So the dynamic is going to be there's an unresolved dispute and a parent decides this is important enough so I need to seek decision-making authority. They get to ask what categories they want decision-making in. They need to have good reasons as to why they should have superior rights, why they should have unilateral authority in a category. So you might have someone just challenge in one category and remain a joint legal decision-maker in other categories.
So moving forward, couples who are getting divorced now and moving forward, are those categories then determined at the divorce and the resolution?
Yes, if you have minor children, the court's going to issue an order that prescribes joint legal decision-making or sole legal decision-making as part of your decree of dissolution.
Okay, so should you be thinking about those categories?
You should certainly be thinking about them. Usually people are having disputes in their divorce. They will argue for decision-making authority at the time the divorce occurs. If they're not having disputes about decision-making, they typically, and most often, judges will grant joint legal decision-making authority.
What would you recommend to couples who have already been divorced, maybe still having issues in agreeing on things? Do you recommend then going back to court and trying to capture a category per se?
What you have to understand about the change in the law is it creates a very high-risk situation for a parent losing their rights. And it's not just for a small decision, it's in a category, and it could be until the child is emancipated, meaning 18. You could lose the decision over where your child goes to first grade, empower the other parent to have education decision-making, and that could go on for the next 12 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a pretty big change in law.
It's a very big change.
Yeah. Wow, thank you for breaking that down for us, Mitch.
It's a pleasure to help people understand what's going on.
Well, and I appreciate the fact, too, he also wrote a very extensive article that we posted on our website, so should you need to know any more information and reach out to Mitch, he's here to help. Jaburg Wilk is located at 3200 North Central Avenue, Suite 2000 in Phoenix. Here's that phone number to call, 602-248-1000. Learn more at jaburgwilk.com.